Mm, 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 mm. Okay, here we go. So it's live. Bear with me. Bear with me, whoever's, if anyone's there. Okay, it's on pause. That's good. So the room to myself. I'll take it. I shall take. Hello, whoever just popped in. Now let's see. Shipping containers. Someone asked me about the shipping containers and what they need to do. I was looking into buying. Oh, right here. Let's just click on that real quickly. It's on mute. Good. So the question is, someone just said they were looking to build a shipping container for a home. So first off, it's where you live. Depends on your local building codes. I wrote back. Um, Also, the container was acceptable as the wall, floor, and roof structure. You would also have to determine how the container is designed to transmit load paths to the underside of container. Ultimately, you will find most are designed to be fully supported from the underside. Apparently, that just I was wrote them from my cell phone. With strong sidewalls, being able to take tens of thousands of pounds. Well, so this is not the strong wall. This one, it's the corners that I'm really referring to, but the condition that the loads. All right, so it's a shipping container coming across a ship. Let me give you a better view right here. Let's just grab this one. Google search help me find this real quickly. So you see your containers, as this person is describing. Typically, you would have to look at every container. Have literally owned a few containers. They take this to post transferring the loads. Here's another shot of that. The walls are your panels. So I didn't want to say panels. I was doing I did a verbal text response to him on this one. So kind of dropped the ball on that one. So that's why I'm doing the audio. When I saw the message, I was like, oh, messed that up. So these are insulated or non-insulated. They're just panels. But the floor really matters, and so does the cross bracing of the floor. So if you can go to purchase one, you really want to shop one that's a really that the floor is really looked into. You want to make sure that this is not rotted out. Everything, all these edges aren't rotted out. And let's come to again transferring the loads. So shipping containers. So let's do this. Let's just use that. I know spelling, right? So it's going to fix it though. But this is what it looks like. You see how these are all stacked up? These loads are transferring all down here in compression. Look at them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Apparently 5 and 5 here. Of course, they got to worry about being top heavy, flipping over and things like that. But these loads, they're locking in with these nodules at the bottom of these, lock these trailers in. They're not really worried about wind load or something else blowing it off. This isn't really strapped on any other way. They lock in at the corners. This is just compression sharing it down. But these things can hold, say 60,000 pounds of product. It's not this roof doesn't have to be as reinforced as the floor. The floor transfers the load. Remember, they're going to stack it on it's a beam on top of this roof, and there's one on the lower floor down here. So where the two of these meet, you're getting a floor and part of a roof load also to act as almost like a header if there's no spacing. But I want to show you that spacing does exist. See the spacing there? So you're down the edge of this. The loads are transferring as you have weight here, call it 60,000 pounds stacked up and distributed. The weight is distributing down to the sides of these guys here. And I'll show you a better image. But what's important to note here is that ideally you want to put this on a pad. You want to give full support underneath the entire floor. A concrete pad would be nice, as opposed to your walking area. Let's see if I can show you here. So here's your cross members on this detail. tying into, what are they calling this? Just cross member. All right, let's see if I can get you a better image real quickly. We want the floor image and not the redesigned floor image. So the walls are kind of cool. You have almost liberty to do what you want there. And a jumbo container rental. Give me a better detail. Better detail. So it's cool. Somebody put up something called Cargo Construction, American Society of Engineers. Okay, awesome. So we're going to external dimensions, length, width, and let's see what they have here. 40-foot container, 20-foot, 45-foot high cube container. Imperial, which is your footage, your feet. And here's your metric. 8 foot, 8 foot. Yep, that's it. So you can get down the road. The road's about 10 foot wide, typically driving down the road. So they make everything 8 foot, 8'6". But here's 8 foot on the money on these containers. And there's your interior dimensions. And what do we have here? Maximum gross weight, 66,000 pounds. Maximum gross weight, 66,000 pounds. 68,000, 66,000 pounds. And I think I said that as my numbers for you guys earlier. Here's your empty weight. So this is your dead load, 10,580 pounds on a dead load. That's just the load distributed over the entire platform. You can break that up. Not the doors. Well, the door end will have more load at the door end and in the back wall end than the rest of the compartment going down. So if you can figure out what the doors are, you can say, well, that even needs even more support. Net load, 55,000. So you can see that this is what this one, even though it's bigger than a 40-foot, it can only carry 55,000 pounds. A 40-pound one can carry 58,000 pounds. More material to make this, and it deducts from your gross weight. Your total gross comes off the gross weight. Let's see if we can get lucky here and get you some details. I'm looking for the box framing of this. Where are you? Maybe I can hit the site and they'll give me a detail. Let's see if we can get lucky. I wanted to do this live. I was hoping a person would catch me, and you can see what the creativity of other people. And let's see what we've got here and see if somebody already did the math on global logistics. I want to see this detail. So again, just so you know, it's not all flat at the bottom. It has a detail that allows this to be more elevated. Also gives it more structural support in the in this longitudinal direction. These are protecting it against when they're butting them side by side. These protections acts as a protection, also under compression. These are the slots I'm referring to where they drop it down, container on top of container. This is probably also helping under compression to avoid, even though it looks like just a band or a flat piece of product, it's structural. There's your clear view. That's a beautiful floor, isn't it? Look at that thing. That is a beautiful floor. Oh my gosh, look at the elevation. So now you're going to see somewhere over here, forklifts can pick this up. And they count for the distributing of load. That would be an overhang. So you really need to look at your steel here. Find out whichever one you're going to buy. You want to shop. I'm trying to help him find something here based on what he said. He said he might want to put it on just piers. It's not undoable, that's for sure. It's not undoable. It's not undoable. It is doable. And you need to shop. Yeah, come on. This floor. You need to figure out this floor load. See that one? They're all not the same. So you would think that these floor beams coming across would all be the same. But this case, the longest floor beam they went transversely and diagonal, longitudinally, if we could. This would be transverse. This is actually a weaker floor than the other one I showed just a moment ago. Strongest part of the floor would be here, and also the edges at the very edge. But this would be a great floor depending on your loads. So you'd want to shop. Are these prefab? Apparently, I've seen this one online. I think the pads are the best way to go. It's going to allow you to Transfer the load directly one-to-one. It's the steel that really matters here, and the one-to-one. So even if you run across a one you really like, and it looks like the one I just shot down, if you would give that full support under there, including shims, whatever you got to do, be creative, then where the heck to go? I think it was below that, right? Then you're still good to go. You're still good to go. Your typical house, you're going to use 4,000. You're going to put it on a pad, 4,000 psi. You're okay. You're not going anywhere. You can put all your stuff in there you want, your TV, everything else you want. If you just want to not do a floor, you want to live on the floor of that structure, that is doable also. What I'd probably recommend is that case you buy a tractor trailer and bury the bitch. You know, that floor is designed to have, it might have a correction on that. So a tractor trailer, so you'd have to keep this in mind. How's this going on? Let's see if I can get this. So this tractor trailer will have a crown bed, mostly, and some, hoping Google can just figure that out for me. Yeah. I know it says foot. Trailer delivery for utility. Now we saw 8 foot on the other one. This one is, these guys, you can have these for about $800. You can find these. These floors are what you're worried about, that they don't have too much of a crown that you can or not live with. They are, they're pretty badass. These floors, you can bridge. If you want to be creative, you could have a stream here and put your house over a stream, put a glass floor inside here, and live inside your container and span a stream. That's how badass you could do with a tractor trailer. These guys are designed to have a forklift drive inside of them. They're awesome. So you can really be creative. You can go your way, that you're saying shipping containers. But if you guys are going to go down a shipping container idea, snatch these things up. Snatch them up. These things are awesome for that. You got 53 feet. And we have our width, our door width, 93, inside height, inside width, 99 inches. So you got 96 on the other one. This is 99. You've got 3 more inches of clearance. You can do something badass. Like I said, you can do the overhang. You see the overhang here? You can make an overhang, because this would be your overhang right here if you were to support that. Now, a lot of municipalities will not allow you to do this. You have to pull the wheels off, make it stable, do what you have to do. But you now you've already see your spans at work. This span works from here to here. This overhang works from here to here. Do not put the refrigerator right here if you can help it. Well, no, refrigerators don't weigh that much anymore. I take that back. You can put the refrigerator there, no problem. Go underside, you'll see the steel members. So now you'll know when you're drilling through your floor, how to run your cable, everything. You skirt this thing up, you'll now have an elevated platform. You can have a deck off of here. This is what I think is awesome. The shipping containers, I think, are just bland. This guy, you can just footer, and you're good to go. So where's my man at? Is he over here? Who am I talking to? Hey, Cognitive. How you doing there? Hey, Tom. Yeah, waste of money. Talking, yeah, yeah. It's for another guy. Well, yeah, it's for another guy. You would say that. You see what I played around with there? The other thing is, which is awesome, and let's see if we can do this for you while we're here. Um, Come on, stop playing with me. Come on, killing me. Okay. What do you call this damn thing? Train. Cat train. Uh, train. Help me out. Train. The damn cargo train boxes. Train. Flatbed train cars. Thank you. Thanks for helping me out. Flatbed. Watch what I go here. You got a bridge washed out. You can grab a train car, and you can lay a train car across a bridge temporarily. That's how badass these are. So you got to have some creativity. You can live in a train car. You can grab these things are for sale also. You see what's going on here? The loads. These things are badass. You got yourself a temporary bridge. You want to buy a home and you want to do all this fancy stuff like, we're talking about doing on the cheap. Thank you, Cargo Living. Cargo Living 101. So you wanted to talk about living on the cheap or something different. It's the way people are out West Coast and all. We can't do it here because our codes don't allow for it on the East Coast. Mostly, I don't know where they would. I didn't research it. It's really not my flavor at this time. But if I were going to do something like that and have some fun and have a cabin house, I would do this. I wouldn't build a bridge. I'd go buy a train car and transport it on a trailer and drop that thing in there. Done. I'd also consider the overhang with the glass bed right here, possibly. Box it, put the box car. What he just said, the damn trailer, right? One of these guys, cargo shipping container on top of this, cut through the floor there, cut through the floor here. I'll glass floor it, and I'd be looking into my stream so beautifully, sitting back, a couple of girls on each side there. I need two girls. One will be my wife. I'm going to be dedicated to her. And then my girlfriend I'm cheating on her with will be over here on the other side of the cabin. I just divide it down the middle. Yeah. Anyway, you know how I play around. I can't help it, guys. So that's where I'm at with that. Go one of those train wrecks, right? Go get those free trains. Say, can I have that? Pull your trailer up to it and pull it away. It costs you a few dollars to transport it, but these can be transported, no problem at all. You transport it to a loading dock and you snatch it off. What'd you say here? Laugh out loud, hey, Tom. So that's my idea if we're going to have this discussion. I was answering them in the back and forth, and I messed up with the damn verbal talk. With my verbal text, it actually gave him the wrong data. But the loads, if you were stacking it, they're transporting, well, in this case, he has an overhang. This steel is now in an overhang position. Could this be a home? Could you do that? Sure could. Put another post here and here, and that little bit of steel and the load there. I don't think it'd be a problem. You can turn it another direction. You come in your house this way and turn it and go a different direction. You can have some fun with these. Your unsupported spans. This is no different than wood if it helps you understand it. But steel also is subject to unsupported spans. And you just want to make sure you got some great conditions of this. What else we have here we can look at? You could, so I like my idea there, the glass floor thing. You could have two on each side, a breezeway, glass doors out here, where you come out and you sit here in the middle of your two places. And you got a little deck there that you can leave your tables out so you can never enter it. So if somebody coming down the stream can't climb in, but you can leave out your liquor and your booze and everything else, and they can't climb up. But you'll have the only entrance will be on this side and this side. Of course, they can make an entrance by crawling underneath and drilling through your bottom of your shit. Unless you want to do something unique. Yeah, the cabin housing, I could do that. I would do the overhang thing on this too. I like an overhang. You could take the same thing and let's see. Let me think about this. This is designed to be supported on each end. What kind of cantilever could you do and let this overhang like, the Grand Canyon, overhang something and you live over top of it and it's literally you cantilever looking over top or, where you might fall, sleeping over, things like that. Something people like, to push their limits of fear. But there's your beds. I mean, these things are beautiful. You can play with them all you want. These things got a life cycle that is huge. All right, here's one that's got two supporting ends, obviously like the restrict wood or something like that would be open bed. You bring your materials here and load it up. And they do carry car on car. You just being creative, put a damn caboose above it and live on a damn caboose. The caboose are cheap. I mean, you can buy a friggin' train caboose. Let's see. Train caboose. I don't even know how to spell caboose. Good. For sale. Yeah, let's hit that. These things are like crazy. There's 18,000. You can live in a damn train caboose. And you get some mover to move that damn thing. If you're into that. 8 homes with converted train travels. Throw the damn thing in the woods. Here's a guy moving it down the road. You transport these damn things. And you got yourself a unique home. You want a unique home? You got a unique home. I did a video on it, on that one place that has all the train cabooses. Not for me, not that one. I'd rather do that, that look through the ocean, look through the water thing. Hey, what I got, we were just hanging out. So let's see. I'm going to just try this. I'll let it autocorrect me. Somebody's already done it. Cantilever bridge homes. Look at this thing. Oh, I've seen something like that. But cantilever bridge homes. I'm going to the one to the left. Bear with me. I just want to see what. I'm getting my creative juices going crazy. Oh, I'd love a bridge home, but what do you need? I already showed you the bridge. It would be a pony bridge then. No, it would just be a just girded bridge. I'll put fake sides on. There's the overhang I'm talking about. You turn the box the other way, you give it some ports. In this case, they made a glass box. I'm saying between that would be your other way on top of that river. Just trying to see if somebody else doing over the river. There's multiple angles. I think I just hit another tab by mistake. I didn't want to do that. Let's go back. Let's go. Oh, it was my next search, right? So let it do it again. And so it should be here then. Where's that one? Yeah, kind of cool. Here, going up top. It's not as exciting as I thought it would be. Not as exciting as that's not what I visualized. Not at all. Kind of weird. That one's nah. Guess if you're gonna kill shit off it, it'll work. So this one's kind of cool looking. Yeah, we got that here now. Going under the bridge. Today, light a fire and catch that bitch on fire. They're already living. So this one went over stream. Look, this is over stream. Two supports, one elevated, exposed pier. This appears not to be. Appears not to be. Get it? So here are the loads transferring. I don't know if it's out here also. Is that cleared? That looks like it's. Oh, cool. I probably got a website. Okay, load up. Cool. We got photographs. The bridge house. When Max Pitchard's clients approached him to design a small house overlooking. All right, so I already designed this already, right? I don't need him to do that. Let's see what we got here. And it's just transferring the loads. I don't know how this is solid or not. Is it solid? Well, ultimately, it's all coming down. There's one little. All the loads are transferring down, 50% or whatever is what's the dead load inside coming down to each one of these little simple ass 4x4 posts approximately. I don't see it on the outside. Okay, yeah, there's this post. We're going to hit this post right now. That's what it looks like from the distance. It appears not to be touching. Yep, I wouldn't say it's touching at all. Let's go back. This thing you could damn near prefab and bring it over in a trailer. Interior wall, so you know the supports on this. And there we go, this one. It looks like, I can't tell, that's the other side. Yeah, that's the concrete in the back side. So here are the loads transferring down, whatever that might be, whatever size. And then hitting the flanges, multiple directions. For stability, anchor down. That's your wind uplift resistance. Yeah, I don't know if he has to worry about it, Tom. You know, I don't know where the house is, but the wind uplift would be covered there. This would be where the wind would want to grab it and start lifting it, especially in that valley that it's in, being in this low-lying area. So it would want to balloon and lift it up. So I wonder if he made this damn thing off-site and brought it over. And I don't know how long it is, do we? And what do you enter? You walk down a hill to enter it, or the other side? Also, I would say this is structural, you know, transfer part of load down. That it's, so from here to here is basically compression, little transfer, little redirect. And then maybe from here to here, redirecting. So it's not bad. And it's just roof loads at that point. Down here, I would say it's maybe taking part of the floor load too by redirecting back to the top through these supports here, redirecting back to the top longitudinal steel member, creating a box, and then filling it in with this skin, a structural skin. Well, that might be the structural part there. And then there's a transition. Wow, it's getting kind of complicated here. And then this member, and then is that the inside wall? Where's the roof load coming to? It would help me out. Wish I had more details of that. It's kind of cool. I like the challenge of trying to figure out path loads. So this would be just the skin, this wall apparently, because we see the other one. But so this is not in the window. So here's the window, and then it might be the structural skin on the outside. Oh man, share some drawings here. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we have here. Let's hit this one up. Same one. Can't really pull in details on that. Let's back out again. That one's kind of cool. If we gallery number 2. Didn't quite hit it. It didn't do anything. See if I can refresh number 2 by chance. Related products. That's the bottom, I guess. This material here. And related firms. Let's go see what Max Architect Pritchard is about. Recognized by his peers, having received many engineering, architectural American, whatever, architectural awards. Merit. Located in is that Australia? Let's see their structural cladding. Okay, so there's the redirect. There's the roof. There's like an I-beam setup, and that's just to give it support to redirect, to give it some firmness there. Building construction products, structural. Cool, we're into that. I've dealt with them before. Clear spans up to 20 meters.